Prophet, see that full moon there? Split it in two, make one go to that side and one go to that side, then bring them back together and join them, and we'll believe you're a prophet. So the Prophet prayed 2 rak'ah salah and he said, Ya Rab, they're asking for miracle. Jibreel came, the celestial bodies are in your control, order, it will be done. So the Prophet ﷺ pointed with his blessed fingers, and the moon ripped apart, and one went to that side and one went to that side, and then he ﷺ brought it back together and attached and rejoined, and the miracle was seen as far as in India, and one of the pious men of India, seeing it, traveled in the direction until he reached Mecca. After many months and a while, in hearing of a prophet, he came to him and he said, I saw that miracle there in India, and I have come here testifying to your prophethood. The miracles in the life of the Prophet started before his birth. The Prophet ﷺ is a young lad. His uncle takes him on a trip to Syria. Now, in the southern parts of Syria, there's a city called Basra in those days. And in that city, there's a monastery, like an old church, on a hilltop. And in that church was an elderly Christian monk. The Arabs used to call him Bahira, the monk. Near that place was a little oasis or a little lake. Now, Bahira is sitting on the hilltop in his monastery, and he notices there in the horizon a caravan coming. And on top of this caravan, he noticed a low-lying cloud. It is scorching hot, the heat of the desert. But this caravan seems to be concealed and covered and shielded and protected from the sun by this low-lying cloud. And then he noticed that if the caravan moves to the right, the cloud moves to the right. And if the caravan moves to the left, the cloud moves to the left. And when the caravan stopped, the cloud stopped. So Bahira sits up, like, what is this? And being a spiritual man, he sees the spiritual significance that there must be some great personality there. So he pays special attention to the caravan. And when the caravan comes and parks under a tree, Bahira notices that the tree moves down a bit over them to give extra shade. And why wouldn't it? The future prophet of Allah was to be seated under it. Years later, the Prophet is in Medina. And when the Prophet ﷺ came to Medina, they built a masjid. When the Prophet ﷺ used to speak, there was a tree, like a palm tree, he used to lean on when he used to speak.